Welcome to Monday Mayhem, where all the mayhem happens on Monday and we talk about it on Friday.
Monday
Mayhem.
Welcome to Monday Mayhem on Q104.9. Monday Mayhem.
All right. Oh shit! I thought we were doing the news episode. I was like, hit him with the Rodney. But this is Monday Mayhem, like we just stood. Rodney,
Okay.
tell your foot story.
So, Wednesday morning I wake up and I have to be at work at 5.
That's a typical Wednesday for you, right? When you wake up?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Usually. But I have to be at work at 5, so I have alarms set starting at 1 a.m. going all the way till I have to wake up at like 4:13
I used to do that.
to get extra sleep.
I swear to God, that's so weird. I used
Why?
to do that, though. I used to
Why?
purposely wake myself up just so I could be like, oh, I can go back to bed.
And then you hit
It
that
sounds
snooze.
good, but why? If you're in a
Okay.
deep sleep, would you want to wake up and then have to go back?
So you
Especially if
wake
you're
up-
dreaming something good, and you wake up and you're like, oh, that dream's gone because whenever you go back to sleep, you can't dream about
Then
the
you get
same
to
dream.
reboot and have another dream.
Dude, I wish you could continue your dreams.
Like you're having...
Like if you're having a good dream, you wake up and you're like, well, when I go back to bed tonight, I don't want to keep that dream going. That was a pretty good
dude.
dream.
Yeah, like you're having sex with like Danny DeVito or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
It's like,
keep it
oh,
going."
come on. No,
No,
dude, is that
no.
why you do that? Do you like to look at the physical?
I
Like,
literally like
just looking at the time, like I still got 4 hours.
I don't have
That's
to
what
be
I
out
used
of
to-
bed until about 4:03.
I know it's the
Okay.
best feeling in the world, waking up.
But
looking-
the alarm goes off and you're like, "Fuck!" and you look at your phone and it says like 1:03,
yeah.
I do.
and it's
I-
like, "Yes," and then
I'm
you
still
snooze
like that, dude. I don't do that anymore. Literally, the only reason I stopped, I was like, okay, I can't do this to my partner. Like when
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I
that
started
makes
doing
sense.
that like I'm like I can't have like she's waking up at 1. Like people don't like to do that, so I had to retire it. She didn't tell me to, but I was like, out of respect, I know
Yeah.
she's not gonna like this. But that to this day, dude, like if I just sleep through the night well and I wake up, I'm like, oh no, like I like I'm pissed if I don't have that moment in the
This
night
should
where
be a
I'm like,
poll in the group.
I hate
like,
waking up and then having to immediately get up and get ready. Like
Like, would y'all rather sleep 8 hours straight in a good deep sleep, or would you rather sleep good, have your alarm go off in the middle of your sleep,
oh, it's the best.
see that you still have 3 hours, 4 hours, and then go back to sleep?
That's probably why me and Rodney
That could be a
always
poll.
look like the Walking Dead.
Just
Y'all
find out.
comment and let us know what you would rather.
Well,
Some-
people are
sometimes-
normal. 8 hours.
Sometimes I don't I have my alarm set for 20 minutes before I have to leave, and I'll wake up at 3 in the morning and look, and then go back to sleep. I don't have an alarm that wakes me up to look at the clock to go back to sleep.
That used to be
So
my thing.
my alarms
You
are
really got that.
1:11 a.m., 2:07 a.m., 3:01 a.m., 3:41 a.m., 3:57 a.m.
Why such weird times?
Yeah, I
dude?
figured
I
they'd
don't
just
do
be an
even
hour
numbers.
apart. Why wouldn't you just make them an hour apart in each one?
I don't do even numbers.
Yeah,
in
one's
that.
like
That's not
40
an even
minutes, the
number.
other's like an hour and
I
3.
know, but it's
If you did
It's just-
I've
111,
had this same alarm
just
system set up
where
for
you just like, let's
switch
just do
things.
this, let's just do that.
yeah, that's pretty
Okay, back to
You
your
can't
feet.
make them too soon though, because I don't know how you do that.
They're
If you
not.
have
Each one is an hour apart. At
No,
least
they're
an hour.
not.
No, they're not. The
The
three.
last 3 are because I have to be getting
Well, the
up
last 3 are, but the other ones are one's
hour.
40, one's an hour 3. Like I
at
said,
right.
No, that's the problem.
1:11 to 2:07 is
56
53
minutes. 56 minutes.
56. What? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2:07 to 3:01. Okay, so
50
they're almost an hour.
Exactly, and they get worse from there.
Yeah, but it's fine. I
Okay,
I
but
love
we're,
it.
we're getting way off.
Yeah, but still, I can't help it though. I got asked, but what's like the 20-minute apart one? That would bother me just because I'd be like, it'd be on my mind. I'm like, it's gonna
Yeah,
wake me up
exactly.
again in 20
Your
minutes, and
Anxiety
I fucking
kicks
sleep.
in.
Yeah,
I don't do that. I'd go right back to sleep.
Okay, go
it's
back
not
to
hard for me
get back to
either.
your feet
Okay.
now.
just don't open your eyes.
So-
I'm dying to hear the story.
Now that we've established why
But what about
I like
the
the
alarms?
alarms,
Yeah.
so I wake up at. I
We
think it
talked
was-
about this. We just talked about this. We get it. You woke up early.
well, that's
So
alarming.
I wake up
You
at
didn't remember it.
3:03 thinking
It's time
that
to go to
it's
work.
4:03.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'm late at this
Okay.
point. So I'm like, fuck. So I get up out of bed
You're moving.
and I
Such a reward.
run to the door, to go to the bathroom, and then I stop, and when I stop, I slam open the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the door hit my pinky toe,
Okay. So
knocking
hard.
my nail almost. It's hanging by a thread.
We don't have
my
threads,
pinky
but
nail.
skin. Yes.
Yeah, hanging by a skin.
I'm not a
surprised
doll.
if Rodney's
Dude,
had
it
the
hurts
threads
so
up.
bad. And then after I go to the bathroom, Jamie's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I got to go to work." She's like, "It's like 3:10 in the morning." I'm
But
like,
then at that moment, were you excited to go back to bed?
yeah, I went right back to bed after that. I
Exactly.
did. Like,
It
but
all
then
made a circle.
I woke up to go to work and my foot was killing me. And
Yeah.
I looked down at it and my nail is like hanging.
Oh
like,
yeah,
off.
yeah,
I've
dude.
done that.
And but
Your
to the
sock
point
rubbing
where
on it.
It's
like,
about to get kind of queasy, but so I touched my nail and it just like was moving all around.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh well, shit! I'll just go get some toenail clippers and clip it down." Well,
Just real quick.
we don't have toenail clippers because we have kids and they like to take random things like utensils and shit and dig outside and all that. We don't know where the clippers went.
Oh, okay.
So I
I
went to
thought
get-
you were
so I-
like,
I went to get a
we're
pair
not
of
getting
scissors.
clippers.
So I bit it off. You
Yeah.
look like somebody that would still do that shit kids do, where you hold your fucking big foot up and you just bite on your big
Oh
toenail.
no! Mm-mm. But
Not flexible
I got a
enough.
pair of scissors,
Can you imagine?
so I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna use
He
these
just does
scissors.
that on the fucking podcast.
and I'm gonna-
He's over there.
I'm gonna cut this nail off and just be done with it." And I got the scissors to the nail, and I started to like
You're trimming your nails
cut
with
down or
scissors,
whatever,
dude.
and dude, it wouldn't budge. Like it would move, but it wouldn't like cut.
Yeah, it
or
was still
what
strong.
it had done is it had bent my nail, like it smushed my nail all together into like
A big.
a bulk nail. It's
Okay,
like
I
one
get
bulky
ya.
nail, and so it won't cut. So I'm walking around with a hanging toenail.
Why don't you
with
pull
Band-Aid
it
on.
off?
Dude, every time I touch it now, my stomach, I start sweating. My stomach starts
Okay.
like hurting. It's
Bitch.
awful. It's so awful. And then I had an awful day at work. I got
had-
written up that day at work too. It was just a
I've
bad
had so
day.
many times with like nails because I like pick at my nails, and there's been so many times I take my pinky toe and I pull too far, and then I just gotta rip it off. All the
Oh
way.
my
There's
gosh.
just blood, and I'm like, oh. But
Pour
that's
salt in it afterwards.
yeah, oh, let it burn like
Yeah.
Usher. That's what he was talking about, I think.
Yeah.
In the song? No, but that's nothing, dude. A pinky toe, it hurts, but it's whatever. The one thing, this literally kept me out of work for 3 days. Everybody thought I was crazy, but like it makes sense when you think about it. I can't remember how I broke it off, but like a big toenail on your big toe is like about that big, right? I took like a little over half of it off.
Why?
I didn't mean to on this one.
Okay.
Something fell and like crushed it or something.
Yeah.
And it literally like, here's my full nail, at least like this much of it came off on the side. So I had to just I was like, oh fuck no, and it just like ripped the
dude,
skin.
We're talking about like torture
And
here.
yeah. So I only have like this much of my big toenail left, and then there's just this blood and there's red right there, and you can see under. There's
Yeah.
no nail there besides the bottom. And I literally, it was like right when I started at UPS, and I was like, this is gonna sound fucked up, sir. I'm not trying to get fired, but I can't come in because my nail came off. And then it's like, what? Everybody was
Yeah.
even like when I came back to work, like this guy's a pussy. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand, dude. There's no way I could be lifting these like sometimes ear eggs or heavier boxes like 75 plus pounds.
Oh yeah.
Because dude, you don't even realize like
Your
I mean
balance is on your big
you-
toe.
yeah, there's nothing. Like each time I had to, every time I walk, I'm
Every
pushing
push
that
off.
big toe, and anytime I put pressure on it, it was like like agonizing. So there's no, I was walking on the ball of my foot like this. There's no way
Yeah.
I'd have been at work like this, just balancing over and over again. I was like, I gotta let this big toe heal up, brother. And they literally like everybody was like acting like I was a bitch. I'm like, you don't understand. Like, have it happen to you. Yeah, I couldn't put any pressure on my foot at all. Basically, fucking.
That's the
sucked.
worst. Yeah. Well, if you want to hear us talk about feet, you come to the right show.
Yeah. Well, something happened tonight at the theater after we had left.
Mm?
We ran into a bunch of jackasses
Did we?
at Stony Brook.
Oh yeah, this was the one story you made up. My bad.
Yeah. I'm
gonna
on the
second.
spot.
Yeah, no, I really don't.
I'm now
remember this
delaying so I can think more on the story to figure things out.
Do you really have a story or not?
Yeah.
one. What is
Oh.
it? I forgot.
Are you talking
The
about the
cars
people?
coming in to us.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was fucking
Dude.
hilarious and fucked up. Not for Rodney, but for me,
I
I
was
laughing
pissed.
even though I was in danger.
We're pulling. You were right behind me. Did you not see what was
I
happening?
saw him. Yeah.
Dude, it was like 10 cars coming
It was 5.
our way in the exit
saw-
lane.
It made no sense.
I didn't know.
I had to. No, I literally skid like I hit my brakes all the way through, and I like skid on
Yeah,
the.
this
I was
involves
right
feet 'cause
behind
you. Drive
you.
a car with your
Yeah,
foot.
that's
I was
true.
right behind you, and all I was thinking was like, "Holy shit, we're in the wrong lane because so many cars
No.
were coming in, but we were in the right lane and they were
Yeah,
coming in
it
for
was
no reason."
like I saw the headlights, but I'm thinking they're in the correct lane. And
Yeah.
Rodney comes to a big stop because you can't see around there, and
Yeah,
one car comes and he
big
goes
bush.
to pull off again, and another car comes, and two more come. And then after that, it's like, well, dude, look at all these dumbasses, wrong lane. I'm laughing because I'm like, how improbable is this? And then once we go around them, another car turns in right. It's like
know.
a fifth car, and like this person wasn't even following anybody. It's like, what is going
I,
on?
and then I thought we were at a stop sign and that they were just taking really sharp turns in real close to us.
No, I'm at that theater every week. That
Well, we
is
know.
an exit, and they were coming in like it was nothing.
Well, because it
And that
is
never
tricky.
happens.
Because they got to go, like, if they would just look, there's like a, like a step, and then there's a center lane, and then there's the entrance. So they were like 4 feet off, but still in the completely wrong lane.
It was so dumb. On another note, guys, here's a story that's actually kind of fucked up that I thought about. Let's get like real serious here. Who's going? No, I'm just playing. So, have you ever had like something from your childhood where you kind of like locked the thought away because it's been so long, like you were really young, and then out of nowhere you think maybe like, oh yeah, that happened. Like I almost forgot about that. You know?
Sometimes, yeah.
Then, like, yeah, I had something like that where like I randomly thought of like one of my first friends. He's like a little Asian fella named he's an Oriental named Vincent. And I was like, whatever happened to that kid? And then I know where that unlocked another memory. I was like, oh yeah, dude, me and him kind of had a weird fallout because normally I go to his house, we'd come to mine. I went, like, I didn't even know this was happening. Like, instead of his dad and him picking me up, it was his grandma and him picking me up. And she was like, you know, we were so young, so it wasn't like an old grandma. Like maybe she was like late 50s or something. And she picked us up, and I was thinking about like, man, that girl's a bitch. But the deeper I went into it, dude, I was like, I think I might, I'm not 100% sure, might have almost got molested that night. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, getting deep over here, right? Because I thought back, because like anytime I thought back, I'm like, that girl's a real bitch. And then I hadn't thought of this in like 10, 15 years or something. And I was like, wait a minute. Now I'm thinking back, like everything she was doing was really fucking weird. Like I just remember, like I thought we were gonna like have fun, you know, do some crazy shit. This grandma girl picks
You were
up,
about to.
and she, yeah, dude, it was about to be a blast. Yeah, on her face. I get the last laugh, bitch. You didn't know I like getting molested, did you? No, but no, dude. Yeah, I know, outlandish. I probably didn't even have semen yet. But here's the thing. Yeah, I had an empty cannon. But the thing is I'm sitting there thinking back on this, and like this old lady, I'm like, who's this? Like, that's my grandma. And Vincent seemed like even a little off, and like she took us to like an opera. And when you're like 5, that's the worst time ever. Like the whole time they're like, blom, blim, blom, blim, blim, like doing shit like that. That's what's going on the whole time. And this is probably like an hour show, and I feel like I was there for 24 hours. I'm like leaning back in my chair. I'm like,
I know.
oh, this is horrible. I thought we were going to Chuck E. Cheese. And the whole time, like, I'm talking like this grandma was like, well, that's not where we're fucking going. Like, she's just like, why don't you shut up back there? That's why nobody
Maybe
likes
she just
you.
had a bad
like,
day.
She was, no, not down with the story yet. Weird as fuck, like, how mean she was. And she dragged us to that, and she's like, this is called, like, culture here. Like, oh, whatever the fuck she's saying. And then we get out of there, and I know where she gets, like, oddly nice. She starts, like, buttering us up. She's like, you guys want Wendy's? And she was all smiley and nice. Like, she had a split personality. And then I remember I spilled, and I was like legitimately scared of her, how she was acting. I spilled a little bit of my Frosty on like the seatbelt. I'm like, she's gonna be so fucking mad. And I was like trying to like wipe it out with a napkin. And she opened the door. She's like, "Oh hey, Brandon," and she kind of like grabbed me up weird. And she's like, "Let me get you out of the seatbelt though." And then she's like, "What is this on my fucking like?" She's like Norman Bates, dude.
Yeah,
Psycho
dude.
Friday. Be ready for that. She snapped back into that crazy character. And then she's like, "Wait a minute, no, be gentle. It's okay." And I'm like, "What is going on?" And she took us inside. And I just remember, like, I don't remember everything that happened, but I do remember feeling, like, very, like, I need to get out of here. This is getting weird and creepy. And then I remember, like, at one point I went upstairs and I opened a door, and Vincent was in there, like, young kid, like, naked. Like he was just in the room naked, like kind of like over next to like these clothes that she had, and he was just like, dude, get out. And I'm just like, my bad, dude, I had no idea. And I remember she kind of like persuaded me to go in there with him for some reason. And then Vincent sitting there just like, just get out. And he just got out of the shower, so it wasn't that irregular, but he was like, looked sad and nervous. And I got out of there, and she talked to me, and she's like, I remember her telling me something about like, we have other plans for you or some shit. And like I went downstairs, and I remember being like kind of like freaked out and super uncomfortable, and her asking me like, you need to take a shower too, don't you? And she kept telling me that. And then at one point I talked to Vincent after he came downstairs. I don't know where she was, and I was like, dude, Vincent, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, what's the address? And he told me the address, and I called my mom from like her phone without her knowing and said like, I need to be picked up. And then like when she came back out, I don't know how it came, maybe Vincent told her, maybe I even told her because I'm an idiot because I'm so young. I was like, yeah, my mom's on the way to get me. And like almost simultaneously as me telling her that, she was like, no, don't call your mom. Like, we'll do anything. You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese? Well, we can do that tomorrow. We'll go first thing in the morning. You don't need to have your mom come here. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. And she kept trying to talk me out of it. And as that was going on, like my mom like knocked on the door, and my mom and dad like took me home. And I remember Vincent like told me like one last thing. He's like, dude, you're going to get me in so much trouble for this. You have no idea what she's going to do to me. And then I left. And then I remember I watched Chicken Hunt when I got home. I don't know why. That was just on TV. And all I thought about it was like, that girl is just a bitch.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many like weird, eerie moments in there that I was sitting there at work. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, analyzing this again, like, there's little things she did and said and would do that was like, what was about to happen that night? Like, I might have dodged a big bullet getting the fuck out of there.
What if you like go to work Monday and you unlock more to the dream and you actually did get like real bad or something? You're
It's like
I forgot about it. This isn't a funny topic. But I'm sorry. We're just
the real reason
it's horrible.
The only reason we can joke about it is because it happened to me, and it actually didn't happen to me. Like, if it would have happened to me, it'd have been like, yeah, guys, I got molested. Yo, it would have been way more serious. But like sitting here, dude, she was like fucking Charlie Day, like in fucking It's Always Sunny. It's like, you're a philanthropist. She was a full-on rapist.
It's such a good show.
It was so fucking odd and weird, and just being like now, like 30 years old, thinking back, I'm putting all those pieces together just now of something that happened to me when I was probably like 6. I was like, were there some like other things going on? Like maybe not just she was mean? Because to this day, anytime I think about that,
you'll never know, and that's a good thing.
Super uncomfortable, and just I remember like it's weird to have that visualization of like Vincent being like naked and uncomfortable, and her pushing me to take a shower, and then her being super uncomfortable, like
maybe
trying to
you
make up for everything.
Didn't unlock it, but like y'all were actually like playing in the mud, and they all got real dirty, and y'all needed to take a shower. And she just had to run some errands and couldn't take you.
Ain't that.
And couldn't take you to
like
Chuck
I said,
E. Cheese.
I remember everything getting to the house. It's like that's where I start blacking it out, and I wonder if maybe that's why I blacked it out in my mind, because it was that weird, and I chose not to remember a lot of what happened.
I don't think I have any stories like that to tell.
You sure?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's weird to think about, man.
I have a. I mean,
if I go back, I'd
this is
definitely
stupid.
bust. I should go to her door, and she's probably like a 90-year-old grandma now, and just be like, "Is this what you wanted?" Like, in your face, bitch. Remember me
from 1996?
She's like, I'm blind. I'm like, that's good, bitch.
It heals her eyesight, and she can see again.
Yeah, she's like,
and that's we find out that's what
she wanted.
That's how
time.
you can heal
she just
the
wanted
blind.
my semen to heal her eyesight. That was what she wanted all along.
I remember. Well, this is completely different. This is changing up the whole podcast.
This is about a Discovery Zone.
No, one time,
like, okay,
I love Discovery Zone.
It was the best.
I had this job, and in the morning, I have to some mornings use the bathroom. You know, go number 2 in the morning, like most people. I'm regular.
I normally don't shit in the morning.
I worked at this place, and we had to get there before dark or before light. We had to get there really early in the morning, and we'd get there, and the only bathroom they have is a porta potty. So have you ever taken a shit in a porta potty?
No.
In the dark?
So gross.
In the dark when it's like 3 degrees outside?
No, I'd honestly
terrible.
rather shit on myself than shit in a porta potty. I can't do it.
Dude, I had
can
to do
barely
it
pee in a
every
porta
morning.
potty.
I had to go in the dark
I don't even shit at
when it
work
was
on regular
raining,
toilets
when it
hardly.
was snowing. In the dark. I didn't know where I was.
I've shit in a porta potty before, but not in the dark.
You know what's really
I
funny
don't know how
is
y'all do it.
y'all see those videos where people like push people over in the porta
Yeah.
potties?
Oh, I would kill somebody.
Dude,
No, that's literally like I might beat you to death.
the
No one's
funniest
doing that to
part
me.
is in Workaholics that happens, but
I
they
love
push the
that.
porta potty
He's like,
over and it lands on the door, so you can't get out. So you're stuck in the porta potty.
Durs is just sitting in the fetal
He's
position
just like,
in the
this
corner.
sucks. I can't imagine, dude. I would throw myself up to death. I have a weak stomach,
I'd be
dude.
puking
If I
everywhere.
smell something that's like real bad, and then I think about where it came from, like I
It's
said, my
over. I'm
my
done. That's why I
freezer,
don't use porta potties.
my refrigerator broke, and the freezer started smelling real bad as I was taking the stuff out. It made me throw up. Dog poop makes me throw up.
Yeah, you should see me changing a diaper to this day, dude.
Oh,
I still look like a fucking
I doubt I'd ever
like-
be able to do it.
You're going back in. Just over and over again, dude. I can't fucking do it. We did that. It's
So-
fucked up, dude. And John Bailey, dude, I'll just out him. Fuck it.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, so he's a molester right now. I'm just playing. He's like, what did you say about me? Obviously, that's a joke.
Gee.
A lot of molestation
Yeah.
jokes, but not to
Sorry,
anybody
this
that's actually
isn't.
been
They're not
molested.
jokes. Well, they are jokes.
Yeah, like, damn it, we're in a corner here. Yeah, not actual molestation jokes, because molestation, obviously, if you have a brain, is not a good thing. But Bailey, dude, he's the type of guy, he's like very like, let's go. Like, he's in it. When he gets mad, he
Yeah.
gets super mad.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was Caleb Thompson.
Yeah.
We were fucking hanging out, dude, and they had the great idea while John was in the porta potty. Like, it was against the wall at the park,
Yeah.
and he put his truck up against the porta potty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he was just stuck in the porta potty, and John was trying to open it, and you could hear him getting pissed, dude.
Well, I mean, if he
Like-
has like claustrophobia, that could
Yeah,
happen.
that too. But I was looking at Caleb. I was like, you might not want to like back up off there because he's probably about to come out swinging on you, dude.
You might want to just leave him in there.
You
for
could
the
hear
night.
John like, "Get safe, funny, open the door." And then
Yeah.
like 5 seconds later, you could tell he's punching. He's like, "Open the fucking door!
Yeah.
You better open this fucking door." This ain't.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, and then like Caleb's like, "Fuck, what I do?
Yeah.
Like
A
I gotta
bad
open
prank.
this door, but this is not gonna go well." Like,
So what happened?
Caleb just left him there. John's still living in that porta potty.
Oh, nice.
Anytime I want to hang out with him, it's super awkward. It's just like a
Dude.
parked vehicle. It's been parked there for years, and I just talk to him through like that little vent thing. Like, so John, like it always is kind of like I'm talking to like some doo-doo pastor or something, you know?
That makes sense.
Like I'm doing my confessions.
Yeah.
I always tell him I'm gonna get him out, but he blames me, so I don't trust him to open the door.
Solid.
Might come out poop all over him. I'm not trying to fight somebody with poop on him, dude. I mean, seriously, like fighting somebody, that's never really ideal. You're like, fuck, like, and this could go either way. But if you got to fight somebody and they got shit all over them,
No.
even worse, dude. Come out looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he mudded up from Predator.
Let's see what we got here.
Smelling like shit.
Are you taking a picture of us? You got
No.
the flash on.
Do I? My phone's been on flash this whole time.
I
My
don't.
bad.
That's the first time I noticed it. I'm like,
Dude, okay.
you're like, let me see if I can get this. I'm like, do I smile? What's happening?
Y'all know what's kind of terrifying?
Poop.
I don't know why people do it. Obviously, they do it for the rush, but hot air
Popcorn.
balloons, man. Hot air balloons. How terrifying are those? Like
I
if,
don't really think of them that
like if
way.
something
Yeah, I'm scared of
happened, like if
heights.
it gets punctured bad enough, you're coming straight down.
A flock of birds just flying. To
Yeah,
you.
like that's crazy to me. You see videos of people in hot air balloons, and they're like, "Oh,
I
I'm
don't
just
No,
so
it's like,
scared."
I'd want to get in one, but at the same time,
Dude,
I'm
I
the
would
same
lay
way.
on the ground and have a full blown panic attack.
Best case scenario, you end up like Joe Dirt, where you're like, I can see
Yeah.
down your shirt. But then again, he does
Such
have
a
a
good-
And plus, the
free
baskets
fall,
I feel like
dude.
are
Should've
too
been dead.
small. I feel like I'd be like,
Dude, I feel like I'd start if I
The whole
like
time I was
leaned
back up
over.
off me.
Yeah.
Like, stop pushing me, man. I'm gonna fall. You
Yeah.
stop pushing me.
Exactly, and then y'all really start pushing each other real hard.
Like, are you trying to kill me? Like, I need space. I'm sorry.
Back up.
And Rodney's fight or flight. It's me or you. and
Ronnie
I'm
just starts
choosing me.
flipping
Comes
people
over.
out. doesn't know how to get down.
I end up flipping someone out, and then the whole thing just flips.
I just remember
we both fall out. We're just punching each other on the way down.
Fucking-
we're about to like die. We're just tumbling around with
We'll
each
both
other.
lose.
Like, boo, boo, boo. Trying to pin the person like Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me style.
Oh,
Just
dude.
lands
I
on
just thought like hot air balloons. One time in high school, which back to hot air balloons. I'm sorry. I'm terrified of heights. I've never even been in a plane except the one time I went skydiving. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't think I would skydive ever again.
Terrified of
Why?
heights.
What was that like? I didn't know you've ever skydived.
He talked about this one.
I
other
told you,
time.
yeah, I went skydiving before.
I could never.
I've taken
I'm
off in a
so
plane but
terrified
never
of-
landed.
So how was the skydiving?
I've said it before. It's dope. It's so dope. Everyone should do it.
No.
It's amazing. But I am so scared of heights now. Like back then I was, but I didn't let it show. I was like trying to be tough, like an 18-year-old tough kid. I was freaking out on the inside. But now I'm even more terrified of heights. Like if I'm watching a YouTube video on my 85-inch TV, I have an 85-inch TV.
That's true.
But if I'm watching a YouTube video and it shows like someone like up really high and it looks down like off a building, I get like lightheaded. Like, oh my god! Like just watching videos.
Those parkour guys when they're jumping from like building to building,
Dude,
they're
no
like
way.
holding each other out. I'm like,
Yeah,
God. what do they
that's-
do? They
I
scare
can't do
me.
that at all.
Uh,
Have someone hold
Parkour?
you.
Oh, I was like, I
Like-
didn't think you could parkour.
Oh,
I didn't think
no.
you have to like describe that. It's like, dude, I got a
No,
bad
dude.
back and
I
parkour
can't
on
hold
weekends.
anybody. No one can probably hold me from a hanging building.
Debatable,
I would never
got you,
trust
bro. That was
anyone.
fun. Yeah, I wouldn't trust me either. I feel like I could
I wouldn't
hold
trust
you from
you.
a
Could
building.
you probably could,
But
but it'd
I'm
be
not-
heavy.
but
You
I'm
could
not-
hold me, but I don't think you could pull me up.
I wouldn't trust it. I'd be just as scared as you almost. Just like if I blow this, I would hate myself forever.
Dude, yeah. Can you
You're just
imagine
like,
dropping your
"Brandon,
friend?
no," and I'm just like,
a Hans Gruber fall.
yeah, I'm just sitting there like the whole time, like this is.
Dude, would you be
real.
charged with murder if that happened?
No.
Hell no, you volunteered, brother.
Yeah. You have to
Volunteer
volunteer.
to-
Ronnie's like, I'll free
murder.
people
I would
off
never. I
buildings.
mean, dude, I honestly
know
don't
how
think
this
I could
works.
have a house that's bigger than 2 stories. Maybe one day when I'm rich, maybe I'll have a mansion.
How can
but
you do a
right
forklift
now,
then, though? Like,
3
dude?
stories and looking down.
Well,
I was at the hospital after my surgery. They made me walk around, and they make you do
walk
like
around.
they make you do this little wooden step, you know, to see if you can go up and down a step, and it's just 2 steps. But they put it right by the window, looking down like 60 feet. And I was like, I don't like that. She was like, why, what's wrong? I was like, I'm scared of heights. She's like, oh, sorry. They put it right up against the window. Freaked me
It's
out.
kind of where it's located, so just climb up it.
I even,
It's like,
like,
what?
at work, sometimes I have to go up like 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, I can't even.
And,
do
I,
that.
and in the mornings, I'm terrified. But after I do it like twice, I'm good the rest of the day. I'm like, I hope I get to go up real high and get a box. But
I can't do that shit, dude. I
No.
was doing that at Tires Now during inventory, and everybody that was like afraid of heights going up to the top because the warehouse is real tall, like the fucking 7th row with all the tires up
Yeah.
there. You got to stand on like the little
platform.
terrible. It's not even a platform. It's literally just the forks on a pallet. You're standing.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
middle
you're
of the
doing it.
pallet.
You're
Yeah.
not strapped in?
Yeah, no, I got a strap.
Oh, you got a harness
but
on?
I don't even want to feel the free fall feeling and then get ooh, you know.
That
what I mean?
happens
Get
when you
racked.
skydive.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, dude, and it's weird. It gets up to like the second to last row, and I'm kind of like, all right, here it goes. I'm feeling the. And then I get to the last one, and I can see over everything.
Yeah, you're
I look
like,
down.
you look down, you're like, ooh, I'm high.
And the pallet, because there's like big creases in it, and they're shitty pallets. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them are built by even me. Like we're
Yeah.
like rebuilding pallets. At the end of the day, we got nothing to do.
Hey, recycle, man. I'm proud of you.
I'm like looking down through this crack, and I'm like, dog, I do not like this at all. And I'm like, and the guy I was with was ruining it for me. 'Cause he's super comfortable. He would like take the shit off, and he'd like jump over to the shit. And he's like, I just gotta
Yeah,
rearrange
that's
this.
you can't get too comfortable
And
because
I'm
that's
like
when
just
you
as
get
scared
hurt.
for him. He's like giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
And there was one time like it was on the very edge, like he was hanging on to the metal thing, and the way the pallet was out, he could only put like his tippy toes on it. He was hanging off the side
Yeah.
like this with like his tippy toes like on that like metal part. like just trying to look at these tires while like, and this is the free fall and there's nothing there. He's just hanging on it like a stripper would on a pole.
Yeah, dude, he
He's
probably
just like,
he
I'm
probably
like,
likes
"Dude,
it.
Get over here, please.
He
You are
probably
fucking
likes it.
me
He
up
probably
right
gets
now."
a high from it. You know.
Well, what happened to me? Obviously, we're not gonna tip it over. It's a forklift, but
Yeah.
it gets a little shaky when it gets high.
Yeah, it starts swaying.
Yeah, and I was up there, dude, and he was taking forever with something. And I felt like I was kind of getting used to it, but then I got like vertigo, dude. Out of nowhere, I felt myself go like this for some reason, and
okay.
I was like, oh, like I kind of stomped, and then it shook a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm fine. That was just me. And then I felt it again, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, are we tipping, dude? And from that moment on, I felt like I was tipping over
Every
for some reason.
time.
It didn't matter. Like I was like, I would call myself like, that's not what's happening. But then 3 seconds later, I'd be like, fuck, there it goes again.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get over it after that. I'm like, I feel like I'm free falling. I feel like I'm free falling. I feel like I'm
Rodney,
free
are
falling.
you scared of heights or anything?
It's weird for me. Like
It's like adrenaline rush. But you like it. You're scared, but you like doing it.
Yeah,
That's
I can
how
say
I
that
am.
because like we played a game of hide and seek a couple weekends ago.
Why wasn't I invited to this?
Oh, it was a bunch of all parents and kids. There was a lot of kids.
I'm a kid,
At heart?
Well, next time,
I have parents.
next time you can come.
dude. I love a game like Mayhem.
We're trying to get a good one
Manhunt's the
going,
best
like
shit, dude.
Yeah,
not
dude.
at a house. We're trying to get a good one going
My
at
buddy
like
used to
a
have
park
the
or something.
best gig with that too. Like something about the way the neighborhood was set up.
Yeah,
with the
dude.
bushes and everything. There'd be 10 of us going out on the run, and there'd be 10 people in this garage, and you'd hide, and you'd hear that garage go like,
Yeah.
open up, and you're like, here they fucking come. And you'd be with like another one of your buddies, just looking like, oh fuck, they're coming out. And like, oh look at this dumbass, we're not even ever over there. Like just
Dude,
disgusting at
Manhunt's
your
the
buddy.
best. Kids these days don't play Manhunt or never have, and that's a problem.
Well,
play
they
on
get
their
mad
top
about
lap.
Yeah,
they
they
get mad
play
about
on
being it.
The
I
pot
loved being it. Like there was a rush
I love
from
the
finding
hiding,
people.
dude.
I love
But how
hiding,
come
too.
every time you hide, you immediately have to piss?
Oh, I don't have to.
Is that me?
It might just
Yeah,
be you.
that's just like your shit. In the
No,
morning
dude,
thing,
look it
like
up. It
so.
happens.
But anyway, I was
We're just gonna
climbing a
pass over
tree.
that.
This was just a couple weeks ago, and I climbed up it like real fast, like cool, smooth, and I was like, "Oh yeah, still,
job, dude.
still got it." So I sat up there for like 30 minutes while the kids were running around looking
Well,
for
they're
everybody.
little kids. They're obviously not going to look at the top
You're
of the
gonna fall
tree.
asleep.
Yeah.
You're just like the king.
He's
of
like, that's why I
Manhunt.
did it.
So the game that round was over, and they was like, "All right, everybody, come out. We got the 2 next people that are it." Dude, getting down out of that tree,
It's scary.
I started
Freaking out.
pouring sweat.
Yeah.
My legs started shaking and shit. I'd grab branches and I'm sweating. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna slip. This is it
Yeah.
right here. Like,
That's
and-
so
Dude, I'm
weird.
like 30 feet in the air
Yeah.
in this tree because it's got
Yeah.
thick branches.
That's
and
a big
shit.
tree.
Well,
It's always going down, dude.
Yeah, it
my
sucks.
Grammy had the best tree
Yeah.
climbing tree ever.
Yeah.
Most of us would climb to the very top, and we'd look over like out.
It's
you
the
know,
best
past
climbing
shit.
trees, dude. Kids climb a tree, man.
And
Yeah,
one,
no shit.
one time I just said, fuck it. And I was like, I'm going to go all the way. And I did. And literally it was the worst decision of my life. I've never been. That's
But it
top-
was dope
yeah.
while you were at the top, though.
Yeah, that was like top
Dude.
3 scariest moments of my life. Because like as I was trying to go down, I was like, I can't reach the branch. I'm like, I'm like, did I go from that one to that one? And I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe if I drop, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm dangling. And I pull up real quick and I'm like, I don't remember. How did I get up here?
I don't remember my right steps.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't reach. I'm like, I think, no, dude, I can't fucking reach. I'm like, what do I do? Do I need to get
Yeah.
a fucking firefighter? Like, I'm
Yeah.
a cat in a fucking tree? Like, what do I do
Dude.
here?
That unlocked a memory for me because my grandma in
Were
her
you
backyard in a tree.
About your
no,
grandmother?
no, dude, don't say that. My grandma's a sweet lady.
It's
Love
a
you,
stupid
Mimi.
joke.
She had this tree in the back, and it was like a very full tree. Like you couldn't, and it came all the way down to about 3 feet off the, or about 2 feet off the ground. But if you're looking at it, you couldn't see the trunk of it. You couldn't see the main part of the tree just looking at it because all the leaves. And I would like crawl in there, and it was like a little hut. And it was so dope, and you could climb to the top of that tree, but there weren't that many like branches. It wasn't too full, but you couldn't see out, and they couldn't see in. So it was like you were in this huge teepee. It was such a dope tree, and I
Tree
loved
climbing was
that
my
climbing
shit as
that
a
tree.
kid. I
Pizza
love
Hut.
climbing trees.
That's what I thought immediately.
Oh,
You talk
this
about
is
how Rodney doesn't like Theo Vaughn, piece of shit.
oh,
That still shocks me, by the way.
in high school in math class, it was National Pie Day. like
National.
actual eating pie and actual like 3.14 that shit. And our teacher wanted us to all make our own pies and team up, make our pie and bring it in, and we can eat it on pie day. And I got teamed up with Corey, and we went that day, and we were like, let's make an Oreo pie. So we got like Oreos, milk, all the stuff to make a pie. We made an Oreo pie, and it looked like shit. It was gray.
Sounded good on
It was
paper.
gray. So like the
I
color
think
of it
said
all mixed
great,
up.
though.
It was the
Yeah.
color gray, and we took it into school that day,
Everybody's like, no.
and it was obviously the most ugly pie there. And me and Corey like started like making fun of our own pie, and the teacher started getting mad at us because she thought we were making fun of someone else's pie, but we were making fun of our own pie just to get a rise out of her. Just be like, it's our pie. Joke's on you. Our pie sucks. But it was actually really good. It was second behind the Reese's pie. Whoever made that.
Reese's going to win every time.
Disgusting.
Dude, I love Reese's.
They're the best things on there.
No,
Who
they're
don't-
not. Chocolate and peanut butter don't go together.
You're dumb as
What
fuck,
the fuck
dude.
does peanut butter go with then?
Jelly.
Sandwiches.
I had
And
two
milk.
of them today, actually.
So good. It's always such a good go-to as a PB&J.
I can't have just one. I have to make two.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Do you cut yours or do you just
I cut
man
it
it?
diagonally.
Here
I
we
don't
go again
cut-
with
I don't
sandwich
cut-
cutting. This always comes up.
I don't cut. I don't cut peanut butter and jelly. I'll
Y'all got
cut
a
like
little
turkey,
debates in us.
cheese, and
Range.
no turkey cheese and like Miracle
Turkey,
Whip.
cheese, and ranch.
Hell
I
yeah.
like Miracle Whip on sandwiches, but any other time, no.
Nah, there's no miracle to that whip.
Do y'all not remember having Miracle Whip with fries in like high school?
Oh no, I don't
Y'all
like
weren't
Miracle
one of them
Whip or
people?
Mayonnaise.
I learned
hate
about it
both.
in middle school, and it changed my life, dude. I would order double fries and get that mayonnaise stuff.
Oh no.
It was so good. It kind of tastes like Arby's with
Oh,
their
God.
horsey sauce. That shit's good.
I don't like that either.
I
Put us
guess I
on
like a lot of white sauces.
I guess so too.
That's like
Decided to grab
self-deprecating
all Vincent.
humor.
Uh,
I can look up some more. If
like I could look up some more sauces if you guys want to hear.
no, I'm just.
No, dude. I actually don't knock till you try it. I actually like chocolate syrup on my fries.
Are you serious?
No. You serious right now? It's pretty sick, Chubbs. I'm a ketchup guy, dude. I'm
I do
plain
A1 sauce
Jane.
with fries.
I could probably eat that.
It's
A1
fire.
steak
Yeah.
fry
It's
sauce.
It's amazing. Steak, especially with steak fries.
Dude, it's in the fucking title, is it not?
If y'all saved a life, wouldn't you want people to know that you were a hero,
No.
or would you want to stay anonymous?
It depends. What if you're like Viggo Mortensen in fucking A History of Violence?
I don't.
Now
Fucking
that-
great movie.
It's a great pull right there on the spot too, because that's what
See.
happened. Have you seen A History of Violence?
Oh man.
I knew you were gonna do this to me.
Well,
Damn it.
It's on the Voodoo.
is it?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's basically what the
pissed.
movie is, though. It's he saves someone, and then these people from his past see like he's like, no, I don't want no publicity. I don't want.
Well,
nothing.
did he
They're like,
save the
"Yeah."
wrong person?
No, here we go.
It's just a random man.
He saves this person in like a robbery type situation, and his like skills. You think he's a normal guy come into play a little bit,
Yeah.
and then he's just like, no publicity, and they're just like, come on. All the cameras like, what do you mean you saved my life? And the other person's like, yeah, you saved my life and all that. He's
Yeah.
just like, look, guys, no publicity, and they say his name and all that, and then this past these people, they're just like, that's fucking him.
Yeah.
And they come in to the picture, and they're saying a different name than what his name was in the
Well,
movie.
did they want to
Don't
kill
tell
him
too much.
before?
No, hang
Don't
on.
tell
I
him
won't
too
tell him.
Did he want to
everything.
kill him before?
Well, no, hang on. And while these people are coming up to him, like, I don't know his name. I don't remember. We'll just say, like, his name in the movie's like Jeff Scott. But then these people come up just like, no, dude, you're Mark Daniels. And we know you're
Yeah.
Mark Daniels. He's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm Jeff Scott. And he's just like, no, you're fucking Mark Daniels. Like, you can keep trying to hide all you want. We know who the fuck
Yeah.
you are. And he's like, guys, I got a family here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the mystery of it. Like, it's like, is this guy really this other guy, the dark past, and he started over under a fake name? Or do these people really have the wrong guy? But it's like really
That sounds good actually.
it's a dope ass movie.
It's really, really good.
I just remember my brother was
Vigo
a baby.
kills it
He couldn't talk
when
yet,
that
but he
came
could
out.
move. And he fell into the deep side of a pool, and I jumped in and I saved him, but he couldn't talk. So he couldn't be like, thanks, oh my God, you just saved my life. And so no one knew about it. And I was like,
He was
I'm a
just basically
hero.
like,
And I need that validation that I'm a hero.
that's all you've been building for your whole
Yeah,
life.
I just wanted to say that on the podcast. I'm done.
I don't think I've saved anybody in my life.
What do y'all think about hibernation?
Almost killed a few people. What, like bears? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, didn't you think that they would just go to sleep for like 3 months and then come back out? That's not what they
Bears?
do.
What?
When animals hibernate,
This
that
just
doesn't
confused
mean
me. This was like so out of nowhere. Like, what's y'all's opinion on hibernation?
well,
I was like, what?
when animals,
Yeah.
whenever they hibernate, I always thought that they like dug a hole and slept for like 3 months and then came back out.
I thought bears did that. Do they
Yeah, I
not?
thought they ate enough food and was like, I'm gonna take a 3-month nap.
They take food to their cave.
Well, no, they eat a lot and then they just kind of like slow down their metabolism and just don't really do much for 3 months. They just like, hey, it's like summer break for them.
I thought they just slept for 3 months.
That's what I
basically.
thought too until like a few years ago.
There's like
I'm always making that joke too. Like, I'm not about to go to sleep. Like I'm about to go hibernate for like.
Yeah,
2
well, that
days.
actually means you would just be like laying in bed really tired but not do nothing.
Yeah, and that's why everybody looks at me like, "Why would you? I thought you were tired, dude. Go to bed.
go to
What do you mean,
sleep,
Why are you
take a nap."
hibernating? That's not the move if you're that tired.
You'll ever wake up at 3 in the morning and be like, oh my God, this is the time when everyone gets possessed.
Rodney does, and then he falls back asleep and sets his other alarm.
Such a weird person.
hey, I've always.
I
had
know
my
that
alarms
feeling
like
though, waking up and seeing you still got 3 hours and you're like, yes! You roll over, you flip the pillow over to the cold side and go back to sleep.
And then you wake
You
up
could-
2 seconds later, like, fuck.
Yeah.
What I hate is like the only thing I hate about it is when I wake up for that last alarm. You know, I gotta smoke a cigarette, and then
Got to.
whenever
Every day.
I'm done with the cigarette, I'll stretch, and then I'll find the most comfortable position
I know,
I
and it
think I've
sucks.
ever found in my life, and I'm like, oh, I'm calling in.
That's so true,
and I was
dude.
like, fuck, I can't call in.
Yeah.
And I gotta get up, and I'm like, I'll never find this position. Like, I'll never be this
Yeah.
comfortable again.
You gotta like take a picture of it, trying to figure out
trying to
what.
remember where.
That's
where I
so
was like-
funny. 'Cause you're
like
like,
your walk thing. Sometimes I try new ways to sleep.
I'm still.
That's
I'm
so
still
true.
Figuring that out.
that's so true. It's like you
30
never.
years. Just try to figure it out.
It's the most comfortable position as soon as you wake up and that alarm. You're like, I don't even need to make money. I can call
Exactly.
in.
Like,
You're like, I'll
every
quit.
excuse.
I'll quit today. I swear to
Listen,
God,
man,
I
this
won't
is.
even tell them.
I'll just budget real hard this week. I don't need.
Yeah,
this.
dude. This is the most best position ever. I quit my job. As long as I have a mattress, I'm good. You know, it's almost worth it. Then you're like,
They start. People come in and take your mattress too. It's like fuck.
Dude, I hate whenever I get like I'm at home. We'll be watching like a show or a movie or something, and I'm laying down and I'm laying on my back, and because when I'm watching movies and shit, I'll lay with my fingers just like this on my chest.
Yeah, like you're
but
deceased.
with my head propped up.
It's like a
And-
coffin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
those
of.
are
Yeah.
just like-
But dude, then I'll get so comfortable, I'll find myself like passing out. But in my mind, I can't pass out because maybe Jamie will be like, "Are you going to sleep?" Or maybe the kids will
No.
barge into the
I
room,
fall
or
asleep
maybe a
during
cat will knock
movies
something
like it's
over.
Nothing. As
Yeah.
man,
much as
that's
I
a lot to
watch
think
them.
of. Why
At
can't you just
nighttime,
relax?
yeah, during the day, like, because I can't take naps. If I take a nap, I don't go to sleep that night.
Dude,
So,
I'm the same way.
If I get off at 3:30 and I go home and we eat dinner, and at like 6 o'clock I take a power nap for like 6 to 6:45.
You do?
No, I'm
If
saying
you
if
did,
I did that, which I
couldn't sleep
have a
that
few
night?
times, I have to get up at 4 in the
You're
morning.
up
I
the whole
sleep for
night.
like an hour.
I take a
At
lot
like
of
3 in the
naps
morning.
now. Now that I have to be in bed to get like my 6 hours of sleep at what is it, like 11 o'clock? I'm like, dude, I'm just not the type of person to go to bed at like 9. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
We've talked about this in the
I'm
group
not
chat.
gonna do that, and I need 8 hours every once in a while. So I kind of cheat. I'll get
You
off.
blow my mind how you do it. I
Well-
do not get it.
But what I do is now is I'll fucking come home and Aida and them aren't here yet. They get home at like 6:30 and I get home at 3:30. It's so easy for me to go to bed. I
Yeah.
just flip off all the lights. I'll take like 2 hour nap. I'll wake up at like 5:30, and then
Yeah.
at like 12 o'clock, 7 hours later, I crash out again.
Dude, I
It's like
can't
8
do it.
hours.
I can't do it because
No, there's
my
been
naps.
times where I wake up at like 9 at night and it's dark. I get pissed because I know I'm not going to sleep.
I know
like,
exactly what you're
those
talking about.
nights I don't go to sleep. I'll just go to work, the next morning, and then I'm fucking dead to the world.
I know, and then you go to bed like early the next day.
like 7, 8
There-
o'clock at
There's
night.
something about Sundays though. Sundays, no matter what, even if you did sleep good all Saturday night, you still want to take a nap on Sunday.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
just
do.
laying in front of the TV watching football all day, you're just tired, man.
That's
Even though
literally my
you're
whole
like
day on
good to
Sundays.
go.
It's just sitting in the recliner like touchdown. That's
Yeah,
all
you're
I'm
just
doing,
watching other people
groggy and
make
shit.
millions.
Yeah,
and-
Sunday's our rest day. We will rarely do anything.
I don't do anything Sunday. Sunday's a day of rest,
Yeah.
like you said.
I
Praise
recalibrate.
Jesus.
I say every once in a while we'll go to my parents' house.
I'll get set up, and then, dude, I'm in bed
Oh,
by.
dude. If I got work the next day, I hate it when like Aida or something makes plans. I'm like, I gotta be out at like
Oh,
7, and then I
yeah.
come back, and then I already gotta go to bed. I hate that shit.
I
wanna
won't
do
leave the
nothing
house.
on Sunday.
I
Like,
won't
let
leave
me
the house
soak
after
in. I
6
gotta go to
o'clock
work
on
tomorrow.
Sunday. Don't call me to do anything. I won't leave the house after 6 o'clock
As
on
soon as
Sunday.
that's because as soon as it hits like 5:36, that's when it's not even like the weekend anymore. You're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
a normal day.
It's
This would be like if I got off work on Monday.
Yeah.
I'd be off at 5, and I'd be.
I didn't
prepping
think
for-
of it like that. But
Yeah,
now
no.
I am. That's going to ruin my life even more.
That's the way I look at it. I'm like,
Sundays
this
are a
is
weird one.
It's a normal.
Sundays
day
are
now.
cool in the
No.
morning, but then once it hits, like you said, you're like, all right, it's real now. I'm just gonna get anxiety thinking about the work week, and I'm gonna be in a bad mood.
How's
Just
my weekend already over?
Exactly.
Yes, dude.
it happens so fast, but I haven't been to work in like 9 months, so I'm like ready
Yeah,
to
I'm
go
supposed
work.
to
You
be
haven't
at
been to
work
work in a
4 days a week.
pregnancy.
I know.
That's how
It's like I had a baby.
ready to go back.
Ready to go back now. No maternity
You're
leave
just
for
like, I'm gonna
me.
keep this thing in the oven, bro. I'm not
It's-
dealing with this.
If you look at me, it's still in there.
Hell
I'm about
yeah,
6
man.
months.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Girl or boy?
I'll let it decide.
Oh, God.
Might as well, right? All right. Rodney.
Ronnie, you
passed
have
out.
anything else to say?
I don't think so.
Did you ever listen to us when we said write shit down and take notes
He's
for,
what?
just taking a nap. For what? What we're doing right
for
now?
Monday Mayhem?
Yeah, I got notes.
Do you have any topics?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you never.
Have you ever
Besides
heard
your
of
toning.
blueberry cheese?
I didn't write
Blueberry.
anything down.
I got a ton, but blueberry cheese.
Yeah.
No, it sounds.
It's the most expensive cheese in the world.
How expensive? Like how much?
It's like
How
$3
much- like a
million
block
a
of
pound.
cheese?
This
How
is
much
a
is a-
real thing?
How much is a block of cheese of it?
A block?
Like how much is a block, anyways? How much is a like craft slice of it?
Well, the little blocks of Kraft cheese are like $3.
Okay, how much is the blue cheese?
It's like $1,000 for like a.
I feel like
for-
you don't
for
know
like a
this
pound.
topic.
I
I feel like you don't
you're
know what you're
bullshitting
talking.
me.
Yeah,
I'm getting the
like
feeling.
it's exactly $1,000.
No, I mean
cheese?
roughly around.
Why
there.
is the cheese different than other cheeses?
I don't know
If it
why
came
is,
from the same
why
spot.
is Gouda or whatever that cheese is so popular.
Know what's
Gouda?
delicious, and I had no idea it was delicious. I don't even know
I
who
don't
bought
know.
it. It just randomly ended up in the fridge, and I was like, well, I'll try this cheese out. Fucking Munster cheese, dude. If you
Oh.
put that, I was putting that shit on my chicken patties. I was like, cause dude, when I make chicken patties, I like
Yeah.
toast the bread. You know, I'm
You
making
go
sure
all out.
It's a perfect time. Like I'll toast the bread at a certain time. I'll make sure I flip the
Yeah,
chicken
you're
patty.
ready. You got it
Then the
down.
last like minute, I'll turn the oven off. But I'll throw that Munster cheese on there and let it melt.
Yeah.
And then I take it out, add maybe ketchup on one, barbecue on another. Or
Yeah.
maybe if I'm feeling real crazy, some A1 sauce. And dude, that on the toasted bread with that Munster cheese, I was like, good.
I remember you
God.
made me that like chicken or whatever.
Dude, I'm
What
like,
you made me something before. It was really good.
Oh, you're talking about
It was
the
like
apartment?
quesadilla
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah,
I
dude.
remember that.
I'm telling you, there's something about Red Hot that goes really good
Dude,
with
Red
sour
Hot's-
cream.
So good.
It goes
Dude.
with nothing.
No, Red Hot on with sour cream is an amazing concoction. I
On
just
chicken
fucking,
and cheese. That
I
sounds good.
season this chicken breast, and I just fucking that little pull out grill. I fucking flip one side on the other, and melt the cheese with the quesadilla, and then I fucking put just big chunks of chicken in the quesadilla. And I throw sour cream and
It was
Red Hot
really
on
good
it.
that
It's
day.
fucking
I remember
fire.
Brandon made me food, and we watched the movie Frozen, not the kids movie.
Ah, yeah.
I was like, that was a good day.
Oh yeah, I like that movie. Sean Ashmore.
Yeah, dude, that's such a good
It's
movie.
dope
I
as
had
fuck.
no idea about
The
it
ski
until
lift.
Brandon told me about
That
it.
shit's intense.
The kids movie just had to ruin the title for it.
Frozen is amazing.
Let it go, Rodney.
I guess.
Yeah, dude. I'm not like I'm not the type of person like I'm gonna cook like some full on like dinner for everybody, but like
Yeah.
I'm an amazing cook with like basic shit. Like
Yeah.
grilled cheeses, I knock them out of the park. Like simple quesadilla, there's like 2 steps. Can't
Yeah.
fucking get a better chicken quesadilla than my chicken quesadilla. Ramen, it doesn't even make sense, dude. Like Aida will cook ramen, she'll be like, I don't even like. Can you please cook me ramen?
How
I'm
do
like,
you cook your ramen differently?
just heat. I do it in the microwave for one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like I cook it for like 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
And then I like drain the water
Drain
out
the
of
water,
it.
cook it for like another 3 minutes. But then like I do all types of weird shit with my ramen.
Would you
like,
add shit?
I'll put shredded cheese in there.
Yeah, I've done that.
And I'll put chicken, big chunks of chicken in
That
it.
sounds really good.
And then like I'll even put barbecue sauce in it, and it's fucking delicious. Like a barbecue sauce
That
ramen
sounds pretty good,
with
actually.
like seasoned chicken in it, and
Yeah.
you stir it up. It's fucking dope. Know what else is really good with ramen? Egg. If you do like some sunny side up eggs, and
Yeah,
put it in
dude.
there.
You're
Yeah.
making me want to go home and just throw a bunch of shit together in my
Dude, I'm
ramen.
telling you, I think it's because like I used to get super stoned back in the day, so I
you
just
just
started
learned
like,
all these
like
culinary
random shit.
skills.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I remember, like I'd get crazy with it, dude. A lot of times, like I was talking about one time, I put like cake icing on a graham cracker. That one was not so good. Like the first bite was like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, this is. Then the second bite was like, this is very sweet. Don't know
I
if
used to
can do
eat
this.
animal crackers with like cake icing.
Dude,
It's just like a Dunkaroo.
the yogurt animal crackers with like the fucking pink icing type shit on it is droll.
Oh
as
yeah,
fuck
I know
to
what you're
this day.
talking about. I haven't had them in a while.
That's like I had vanilla ice cream one time and I was like stoned to the fucking bone. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking eating regular vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
I knew I had ice cream, but this ice cream fuck. And then I was like, what can I? And then there's like the little Nutty Buddy bars. And
Yeah,
I broke up chunks of that and put it in like the vanilla ice cream. And I was like, this is fire.
I'm a genius.
Yeah. And then if you had what's really good is fucking cinnamon toast crunch, like ice cream and like milk. You make like a milk
Yeah, that sounds good too.
cinnamon toast. Like that.
You know what else is good? Oreos and peanut butter.
Is it?
Or you think I'm lying?
That
It's
for I
so
thought you were
good.
just throwing some
I
random
swear
shit
to God,
together,
it's
but
good.
true.
Curtis showed it to me, but he thinks I showed it to him.
What?
So like I get credit for it, but he
But,
showed it to me. He's like, I remember when you showed me that. I was like, dude, you showed it
what
to
happened
me.
to you just wanting validation, only validation? That's your opportunity right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you could be the
I don't
hero.
want. I want to be, something more than thinking of Oreos and peanut butter.
That's funny, dude.
Well, if Oreos are involved, that's a great thing.
It's really good.
Every last bit of it is delicious.
You can.
All right, we
Hit
got
the
to do
button.
this fucking knee-jerk reaction for Halloween. Ooh. Yeah, that's.
Hurry the fuck up, dude. I'm gonna pass out on that.
It's okay, dude.
You can hit the
You
button.
took a nap earlier, so you can't go to sleep.